So next, nomenclature of organic compounds containing functional group in cyclic compounds. So coming to cyclic compounds, alicyclic compounds and aromatic cyclic compounds. Two types are there. First coming to alicyclic compounds. Commonly we use the prefix cyclo for naming this type of compounds. Okay, general prefix for alicyclic compounds, that is cyclo. Okay, for example, cyclopropane, cyclobutane, cyclohexane. Okay, so this is the prefix cyclo. So that is used generally while naming alicyclic compounds. If a alicyclic compound contains substituents, okay, we give numbering 1, 2, 3 like that. Okay, so while giving numbers to the substituent group, we follow alphabetical order. Okay, so for substituent groups, numbering is given according to alphabetical order. Okay, for example, a cyclic compound is there having alicyclic compound with the methyl substituent and ethyl substituent. Okay, so according to alphabetical order, we'll give first priority to ethyl. Okay, so numbering starts from here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And name of this compound is 1-ethyl 2-methyl cyclohexane. Okay, 1-ethyl 2-methyl, okay, cyclohexane. 1-ethyl, E comes first. So 1-ethyl 2-methyl cyclohexane. Okay, then if alicyclic ring contains more number of carbon atoms or equal number of carbon atoms than the substituent chain, more number of carbon atoms or equal number of carbon atoms than the substituent chain, then those compounds are called as cyclohexane derivatives. Okay, cycloalkyl derivatives. If a ring contains less number of carbon atoms than the substituent chain, okay, then that alicyclic ring itself is a substituent. Okay, so listen carefully. If ring contains more number of carbon atoms or equal number of carbon atoms, so ring is main basis and the side chain is substituent. If it contains less number of carbon atoms than the substituent chain, then that ring itself is a substituent. Okay, for example, if we take a compound like this. Okay, so while giving IUPAC name to this, so cyclohexane, it is substituted with a side chain having 4 carbon atoms. and cyclohexane having 6 carbon atoms. That's why this is the main base. And it becomes the substituent. Okay. So that's why we can name it as 2-butyl cyclohexane. Okay. We can write 2-butyl cyclohexane. Okay. And if less number of carbon atoms are there, less number of carbon atoms than the side chain, substituent chain. Now this ring itself becomes substituent. Okay. So we can write it as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 cyclobutyl pentane. 3 cyclobutyl pentane. 3 cyclobutyl pentane. Okay. So it contains less number of carbon atoms. That's why it becomes a substituent now. Okay. And here more number of carbon atoms. That's why this is the main basis and the chain becomes substituent. Okay. Then if functional groups are there, functional groups linked with the alicyclic ring. Okay. We consider main chain as the functional group chain. Functional group as the main chain. And ring itself, alicyclic ring itself, it is considered as the substituent. Okay. For example, if you take a cyclic compound, this one. Okay. So this is the cyclic compound. Valency must be satisfied with the 4 for carbon. Okay. So here this is the main chain and the ring itself is a substituent. Why? Because it contains a double bond. Double bond is a functional group. Okay. So that's why it is named as 3-cyclopropyl prop 1-ene. Okay. 3-cyclopropyl prop 1-ene. So this is 1 propene. Okay. If it is CS3, this is 1 propene. Okay. So, but here, if we give numbering from here, 1, 2, 3. So, third carbon bears the cycle. Okay. So, that's why it becomes the substituent now. Okay. So, 3-cyclopropyl prop 1-ene. So, ene, that is the functional group now. Okay. Then, we'll see one more compound here. So, cyclohexane is there. It contains many substituent chains like this. Okay. Substituent chains. And also, it contains one functional group. That is alcohol functional group. Okay. So here we can give its a name starting from OH. Okay. So this is the main chain. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So here at the 4th position substituent is there. So this is the main chain. 4th position cyclohexyl substituent is there. Okay. So we can write it as 4-cyclohexyl butane 2-ol. Okay. 4 3. So this is 3, third one. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the main chain and this one is substituent. So at third carbon substituent is there. Okay. So 3-cyclohexyl. 3-cyclohexyl main chain having 4 carbon atoms of butane. Butane 1 ol. Functional group is OH. Butane 1 ol. Okay.